Aloha everyone. Look, this video is for people that you know that still think maybe the upcountry Maui fires, the Lahaina Maui fires, were just a wildfire. This was for those people who might be confused as to why the police were willing to turn people back into the fire, right? We can't let you go over the power lines. You might get electrocuted. But this video is proof that power was out sometime early August 8th, around anywhere from 11 p.m. on the 7th till 4 a.m. on the 8th, power was out all along Lahaina. This video talks about the white haze that came down the mountain August 7th and descended. What was that haze, guys? What was in that haze? This video pretty much annihilates any reason for police officers to send people back into the fire. Aloha, mahalo. Please like, comment, and share this video on all your social media platforms. Please make sure you are still subscribed. YouTube is shadow banning our channel extremely heavy right now, folks, and we need you to help us get the truth out. God bless, folks.
August the 8th, the power went out in the probably August the 7th or on the 8th in the middle of the night, the power went out. And so when we woke up, there was no power and the winds were super strong. And I think we were having a hurricane with the winds of 70 miles per hour or 80, someone told me. So, and we didn't have any power. So we went outside and we sat inside our Jeep and we took some playing cards and we took the dogs and we had music in the car because inside we didn't have any power. And so we just wanted to get outside and thank God we were outside because while we were sitting in there just playing cards and watching the wind blow the shingles off the roof and palm trees was falling and it was, pretty serious storm. And then we saw this smoke.
And the next morning, in fact, I got up early and we didn't have electric, fully expected to have our electric back. Decided to go a little bit south to see if they had electric or cell service. Got in the car, exited our neighborhood, and there were cars on the side of the road.
Closer to where our Airbnb is, because we had gotten there like around 10, 30, 11, and we couldn't get into our Airbnb until 4. So we said, okay, let's just drive closer and go somewhere on the beach. And we stopped at a restaurant and we didn't eat. We just looked around this area that's really nice. And then we said, oh, let's go closer. And then as we like maybe about 5 minutes away from that restaurant, the next place didn't have any electricity. So I was like, oh, that's weird. So we drove all the way to our Airbnb, around our Airbnb, and we found out that everything around there was closed because they didn't have electricity since like 6 a.m.
Electricity went out about 4:30 in the morning. I got woken up and by my fan not working. And with that, I realized my electricity was out. Make it short, I ended up going down to Lahaina to charge my phone on my sister's portable charger. Now the charger is not working that well. So, it doesn't let a lot of electricity out. So it's going to take me 3 hours. So I was cool with that. I was happy to hang out with my friends and my sister. I love her to death, my sister Charlotte and David.
About 4:30 in the morning on the 8th, power goes out. I'm pretty aware of that because I got about 5 fans that blow on me. I live in Lahaina. It's pretty warm, but all the fans go off. It's dead quiet. It's pitch black. So 4:30, all right.
No, so at 5 in the morning, our power went out because we had these strong winds coming in. And communication was very tough. It was in and out and in and out.
11 o'clock or so in the morning, I believe before the fire started, or at least the big fire started, obviously. And we just went down there just to check it out, just to go see, because there was nothing new, because the power was out and everything. And
I'm walking, I thought, you know what, I better get home. The power's out already. Okay, so
Did you hear about a fire, or you just think the power was out?
I just knew the power was out because that's why I left. I said, hey, the power's out. I'm going to go and see what's going on. And I walked down to the harbor. The wind was howling.
Our own roof was creaking and shaking, and we were kind of concerned about that. We were thinking about leaving just for safety, but we didn't want to go in the carport because of potential flying debris. That's what we were thinking. And we were kind of just like, no power, no nothing like that. So we were you know, no power, no nothing like that.
Actually, that day I was supposed to start at 5:30, but I wasn't able to make it as early because the guy that brings music, he said that it was too dangerous for us to drive to come into work. So I came as soon as possible. So after that I came in, there was no power, nothing. We were going back and forth, helping people.
There's a serious fire. I don't know how far south it goes. I'm looking towards Waniapoko and Alawau. We haven't had power for a long time. There's hurricane force winds that took out the power. We don't have cell reception, so I don't really know what's going on, but there's definitely a very significant fire.
I needed to get my cell service. I needed power. I was in a situation where I had to come up this way because I was looking for cell service or hoping that there would be power up here, come get a meal. I had no communication on my phone, wasn't working.
Catastrophe with so many people with their phones that were able to take videos. We have thousands of videos.
Yes.
And out of that, we were able then to start putting together different categories of data and information. So if you go onto our website, mainstream media is repeating that story time and time again. So what we have is the formation from this repetition of belief systems that they're trying to put in their story, that this was a single source urban interface fire that was driven by high winds. And these high winds were created by a pressure drop from Hurricane Dora, some 600 miles away. And also then, if you look across in terms of this other high pressure system, they're saying that that was 1,400 miles away. They're saying that that is what created this intense wind. And a wind, for example, that was just concentrated in Lahaina. You go to the rest of the island that day.
Did y'all feel the wind here? The supposed wind, was it here?
No. So what happened was on the 7th, we had this white haze come in.
I saw it.
That blanket of white haze. So we're putting out this week, we're putting out a video on the weather, which includes then our videos of that white haze coming and coating the island. And as it coated the island, people really noticed that there was something bizarre happening at this point in time.
First-hand knowledge this morning of the upcountry fire, I was told that people could stand on the mountain and watch as the fire moved from home to home, and you would see the house start to burn, and then it would blow up, folks, within the first 2 minutes of flames hitting it, completely explode, shooting flames and debris 50 feet into the air. Then they would see the propane tanks begin to shh, that sound they make when they begin to express propane out the top, and then they would see the flames catch the propane that's in the air and begin to burn, and then it would follow the line, the propane line, to the next home, and then the next house would explode. Now the propane tanks, to my knowledge, did not really explode, but the homes did. They said it looked like bombs going off one after another as the fire moved. So it wasn't just like a fire burning houses. It was like the house would catch and then implode, go to the next house, implode, go to the next house, implode, leaving nothing but burning debris behind. Now, the interesting fact about that has to do with, like, the Lahaina fire followed streets. It made right-hand turns. So you go back, you look at these sites now, and there are trees in the yards that are obviously 10, 15 years old, right? That have green leaves and are totally unscathed, but the house area is completely and totally gone. You tell me that's natural. A lot of cover up going here, folks. We love you guys. Mahalo for watching.